guys, how's it going? It's Zahait here, and we're back with a brand new episode of Combine and Conquer. And I believe this is episode number 3 now, and I have some pretty cool news about this game. It is releasing on Steam. That's right, you heard me. Releasing on Steam in as little as 20 days, I want to say. The 27th of December 2022 is the current release date. It is posted on the Steam page. I will link the link down in the description below. But if you want to check this game out and you're kind of disappointed that it wasn't on Steam, well, there you go. It's gonna be on Steam very shortly, so you won't have to worry anymore. But coming back into our factory, I have done a little bit of stuff in here since we last met. I expanded my iron facility, and I have also upgraded our research area here, so we only need one more RT2 to actually get Mark II arms unlocked, which is awesome. I have been making tons and tons of the Mark I arms because I was running out of them and it was just so annoying. So now we've got 91 of them available. Belts, I have 115. We are doing okay. We got quite a bit of resources coming along here. Power is starting to become an issue, but again, I have extended that as well. So things are looking pretty good. Anyway, without further ado, I think it's time to stick this guy on here. That is going to research the last RT2 that we needed. And we're going to unlock Mark II arms, which I'm hoping are going to be able to increase the production of our modules. So we'll have to see how that goes. I may or may not need to actually make a better module to actually make these Mark II. Here we go. Research finished. So what do these take? It takes 1 arm Mark I, 8 gears, and 4 motors. What the heck is a motor? Do we even have motors unlocked? Here's a motor. 5 iron plates and 10 copper plates. Oh, 10 wire and 5 iron plates. Right. Okay, so we might need to make a module to actually do that. But again, before I make a module, I would like to have at least some of these going already. So let's see. 10 wire, 5 iron plates. You know what? I don't need this stuff anymore. Why don't we stop this and change this to motors? And once those are motors, what's going on here? Motors, we need gears. Once those are motors and we have gears and we have Mark I belts, Mark I arms, then we'll be able to make the Mark II. So let's stick this here. I'm gonna need gears, and I'm going to need, well, these things to be over there, which right now is not the best. I wish there was a way to take these items out of my inventory, because I have 103 of them, and stick them in here. But it's not, I don't know if there's a way to do that, really. So let's try something here. Let's delete, nothing to remove. Let's delete this stuff. Delete. And I think I also want to delete this one. Okay. I think that will work. And then we want to make some gears. So, gears. I'm gonna need a spot to put them, like so. That should work. Okay, we'll do this. And then this can set to gears. Where are my gears, please? Gears. Come on. There we go. And then I will put those in here. Gears with these bad boys that are way down here, which is kind of a pain in the butt, is the way that I've done this. But we'll work with it for now. This is definitely not going to stay like this. I just want to get a few of these belts going so that we can start making new modules without having to upgrade them again. So if I run this, oh, why is that doing that? I thought I could change the direction by dragging the belts for some reason. Up here like this, and then we should be able to wrap this around. And then we will cross over, bring this through. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, and then that mixed with that should make us this arms, gears, motors, arm. Okay, that's it. That's all we need. So this thing should work now, hopefully. And we should be making the Mark II belts. I'm also going to have to extract them after and put them into our system. So there we go. That should work. Now, if this thing ever gets full and can't keep up, then it'll just sit here and it'll stop and everything will be fine. But this looks like it's going to start working for us. It's going to be slow, but it's a start. That's all we got to do is get this thing started. We can start working on our modules. Now, while that's happening, I also want to unlock some new research, and I'm thinking Mark II belts is probably the play. I don't know what you guys think, but I think Mark II belts. Because right now, I'm not sending enough iron on this belt to actually use this full double system down here. So I would like to be able to increase this one. We could also run a second belt down into here, which is probably a quick and dirty way to get this thing working. Maybe we want to extend our boundary. Where's my boundary? Okay, we have a bunch of new influence here. Let's extend this border a little bit. And, oh, we're not going to have power to do this. See, that's the other problem. Even if I take this iron and connect it in there, we're going to run out of juice. That's going to be a problem. So, maybe I need to extend this. Right? We'll just keep adding more furnaces. Forever. Okay, there we go. Whoa, 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 whoa. And that should increase our power quite a bit. I hope. And then we can actually start adding some new miners. How many miners do we have? We only have 27 available. It's not that many, actually. But we'll work with it for now. Okay. And let's send this over. I'm not gonna have enough belts for this. Ooh, it's gonna be pretty close. I don't know. I might need to increase our belt production here pretty soon. Okay, let's run this up. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No! I'm not gonna have enough! Oh! I had just enough. Okay, we have no belts left. Am I making belts still? I think I am. Am I? I might not be making belts anymore. Where are... Oh, we're making belts here. Kind of. That's slow. See, that's not actually the best because a bunch of our belts are going to be going and getting turned into research. Oh, and I just realized I put this system in here. Oh, that's not the best. I put this chest in here to always have research, but I think it's actually bottlenecking me right now. So this maybe was not the best idea I've ever had. I might want to upgrade that. Wait a minute. We probably have one of these. Do I have one? I sure do. There we go. Well, that's quite a bit better. Yeah, that's substantially better. Although I'll also have to upgrade this one. Or, I mean, we did it for nothing. There we go. That is better. It's a work in progress, but we're getting there. This whole base is a huge mess. I gotta start working on our modules a little bit more. We really need more iron production, because we are just not making enough right now. So it does seem like occasionally some iron is making it to the end. At least now that we've got this double belt system going. So that is good to see. Yeah, that looks like it's actually working good. Now the next issue is we are just not sending enough iron up here for all of the things that we're trying to make. So it might be time to shut some of this stuff off. Let me see. I probably don't want to turn off these things, because we're gonna need to expand a lot. What is this? Assembler Mark 1. We've only got 58 of those, so we probably don't want to shut those off just yet. How's our belt splitter doing? We have 82 of those, so we probably can get rid of this for now. And even the belt crosser, we only have 53 of those, so maybe we'll keep that for now as well. We've almost finished with the RT2s though, and as soon as that's done, then all of our belts and inserters are just gonna get put into storage for use. So that's actually good. Yeah, that's actually good. This will be the last one that's getting produced here. And then, yeah, then we'll start building a little backup supply of stuff again, which is nice. I'm also not seeing any sort of area select, current add, current set, current remove. I don't know what that means. I'm not seeing any way to select large areas and delete the whole thing. So reorganizing this base is going to be a huge pain in the butt, because we're going to have to click on every single thing one tile at a time, which I am not looking forward to. That is not going to be the most fun thing. Maybe I'm missing it. I don't see any way to do large areas. That might be a bit of a problem. But once we do it once, hopefully that's it. You know what we could do, maybe, is just delete this thing and start a new base somewhere else and just kind of forget this one ever existed. You know? Take our stuff and just go. I don't know. That might be the play. Although I don't know how to get back to my base. There we go. So we'll have to consider that in the future going forward. That might be definitely a solution to a problem. So I'm noticing here, I was just trying to take a look at how much faster these things are. And it seems like the Mark 1 has a cooldown of 128 and the Mark 2 has a cooldown of 64, which means that this Mark 2 is twice as fast as the Mark 1, but look at the energy requirements. It's 4 times as much. We can have 4 Mark 1 inserters for one Mark II inserter. That seems like a lot. But they are twice as fast. So for things like this where you can only pull out one thing, it seems worth it. For things where you can just add 2 inserters, like this belt, it would be easier to just put 2 inserters here, or more cost effective to just put 2 inserters here as opposed to one Mark II belt or one Mark II arm. So that's interesting. We'll have to consider that in our module system as well. It might be worth putting a belt down and then pulling off with a bunch of Mark 1s as opposed to Mark II. We'll have to look at that here. So what I would like to do is start a new module to make Mark II belts. Let's see here. And this guy is going to make us not Mark II belts, Mark II inserters. And what does he need? 8 gears, 4 motors. And his production time is 2,000. Research Mark II belts has completed. Okay, hang on. Let's quit this for a second. I want to go see what the recipe looks like. How hard are these to make? Whoop, wrong button. 1 belt and 1 motor? Dang, that's not that bad. That's really not that bad at all. Energy 4. Okay, so this is the same thing. It's still more energy efficient to run 2 belts than to run 1 Mark II belt, which is interesting. Honestly, 3 Mark I belts hauls more stuff and costs less energy. So if you don't mind a messy base with a whole bunch of belts, I think opting out of the higher tier stuff and sticking with more of the lesser tier stuff might be worth it, especially when you're starting out, just because power is so hard to do. I don't know. We'll have to play around with that a little bit more, but I'm still working on this module. So what I want to do is find an optimal system here. This thing takes 2,000 seconds to make, 2,000 ticks to make the arm. So if I was to say, make, what do I want? In 2,000 seconds, I need a gear. How do I make a gear? 2,000 seconds, we could make like what, two and a half of these things? And I forget, we needed 8 of them. So 8 divided by 2.667 equals 3 factories. So we want 3 factories to make gears if we want this to be as productive as possible. So let's try something like this. I'm not totally convinced this is the best way to do this right now, but let's see. So we'll put that there like that. And actually, I should move this over 1 more square, I think. There we go, because then I'll be able to put the output out like this. And that has to go into a sink. What? Why can't I put this down? There we go. Okay, so now we got those 3 in there. We're going to want to make these things make gears. Okay. And what else do we need? 4 motors. And a motor takes 1,000 seconds. So we're going to need two machines making motors. Okay, I think I have it. I think I have it. Crap. Maybe I don't want this like that. Hang on. I don't think I do. Let me delete this. Not that part though. And we will put a source here. Inserter. Oh, crap. That's not going to do what we want it to. Okay, so what if I put a source here? Can I pull this out? Yeah, that should work. We'll go up like this. Okay, so this guy, we want to be set to these things. Okay. Motors. Okay, all this should be good. Now, how do I restart? This thing should be sending in the wires twice as fast as we need them. Okay, that looks like it's all gonna be working. Oh, this needs iron up here. Crap. So that's gonna need iron up top as well. Let's run one of these bad boys. In fact, one's not even gonna be enough. Whatever. We'll work with it. We'll work with it for now. And we'll go like this. In. Okay, so this factory should restart, should be making us, hopefully, the Mark II belt, Mark II arm. All right, it looks like it's working. How do I get it to stop when they have items? Okay, restart. Let's cruise. There we go. What are we at? 8880. 8880. Oh, that is still pretty slow. But I think that's about as fast as it's gonna get, unfortunately. Why did I put this belt here like that? I don't think I need that there. There. It's cheaper. We'll use this one instead. Okay, so 8880. Let's see. Now, I always forget where to set modularized ticks. Right there. 8880. Okay. And then modularize. Mark II arm. Okie dokie. So this whole factory takes in, well, what I would like to do, I think, is actually make it take in copper instead of wire. But sending in wire is fine. We can send in wire. I can always revise this later. Or we could probably revise it right now. What does it actually take? One copper plate turns into one iron, one copper wire. No, turns into 2 wire. Oh, after 750. So what if I was to put a module, something like this, with a gap, something like that? No, I need to go down one more. I need to go down one more. Like this. Okay, so we can put the outputs. We actually need 2 of these belts to keep up with the outputs. No, we don't. That's dumb. 1 will keep up. Okay. And up we go like so. That should work. Then all I gotta do is get a sink. Or a source, rather. And we're going to put the items in like that. Set this to be wire. And set this to be copper. Okay, that should work. Let's try this again. 8880, where are we at? Oh my god, it's so much slower. It's so much slower, but it lets me put copper in. It's like takes 50% more time, but I can just straight up put the copper in without having to turn it to wire first. So this thing takes raw copper, raw iron, and then I need to insert those other guys into here. Well, you know what? Let's use it for now. We can always save it later. So we're gonna have to reset the tick rate to 1250. No, not 1250. 12500. Okay, and then we're going to call this Mark II arm. Choose another one. Wait, can I not override? Can I not override that? Well, let's just call it Mark II Arm 2 for now. And then I should be able to delete the first one. Mark II Arm. Yes. Oh, I hope I don't regret this. Okay. There we go. Now, if I take this and we stick it in here somewhere, it basically gets rid of our need to have, well, this whole thing here we don't need anymore. Actually, we don't need to stop doing that, but I can stop doing this system here. We can just stop at the motors. We don't have to keep going. Can I right click and drag? No. Oh my gosh. Is this is the only way to delete things? I might need an auto clicker so I can just drag my mouse and click over top of stuff. Okay, so now that that's all deleted, let us, come on. Let us take these belts over. I want to get that module. Does it tell me what goes where? It sure does. Okay, so... Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. We'll put this up like that. For now. Put this right up here. Okay. Come on. Insert. We need a whole bunch of copper bars. And a whole whack of iron bars. Oh, that's a lot of iron bars. Okay, so I think this one is probably better to have one of those, and this one might even be better to have one of those as well. And I think what we can do is merge off of this guy. Let's see, we'll split off. We'll split off if it will let me. Not the right one, isn't that right? There we go. So we'll split off there. And we will come up with these guys. And, well, it's not perfect, but it'll work. Okay, so that should start doing its thing. And then all I gotta do is get the copper bars from way over here all the way over to where I can actually use them. And I think to do that, maybe what I'll do is delete this stuff. And we can redo it like this, which will allow me to get a couple belt crossers in here. And we can run that stuff like this. That's not bad. Okay, and I also want to... Oh, I forgot. I also want to put a sync machine thingy... What is this? Provider at the end of this so that I'm not building up a supply of these inserters. If we don't need it, then we will send it and get it stored. So that looks good. Where are my copper? Oh, they're coming. They're coming slow and steady. Okay, I like it. We're all out of research. The research has stopped. Long arms sounds pretty useful. Furnace Mark II sounds pretty useful. 3-belt mixing. I still don't know about that one. Let's try the Furnace Mark II. Is that... Wait, hang on. Is this the one that smelts? It is. So I don't know actually if that is what we want. Is there a way to make a burner Mark II? That, I think, is more like what we want. Or solar panels. Requires research Mark III. Okay, so that is not happening right now. Let's just go with the long arms. I think long arms are going to be pretty good. It'll prevent us from having to do hokey things like this double belt system here. Or the crossing belts and all that anyway. Yeah, I think that's going to be good. So that's going to start working. Has this thing actually started producing yet? Oh, you know what I just realized? I am not pulling any outputs from here. Because I went and did this backwards. What I wanted was this to be over here. And actually, I think what I really want is this to be here. We'll pull in from there, and we'll pull in from there. Geez, I don't know. I don't know about that. It might not be the best to do this. I guess going forward, I know I don't want my inputs and outputs right beside each other. It's not the greatest. Now, what is taking this thing so long? I don't think it's even produced one thing yet. Oh, it just takes forever to load it up with bars. Okay, well, it's full now. I guess we have to wait for this bar to empty, and I don't think by the time it's all the way to the end, I don't know if this one inserter is going to be enough to fill it up again. So we might have to rework this. I think we're trying to shove too many things in here at once. It's okay though, we're learning. We're learning as we go, guys. This is important lessons that we need to learn. Now I do really quickly want to set up a module. Remove, yes. I don't think that gets rid of it. Nope. Okay, I really quickly want to set up a new module to make the Mark II belts. And how does this work? Belt Mark I and a motor. Okay, easy peasy. Let's get one of those set up right now. Okay, so we got this set up to make us Mark II belts. And what I've done is, because this takes twice as many wires as it does iron bars, I've got a Mark II belt here and a Mark I there. And yeah, that's perfect. I want to try and start setting up my modules so all the inputs are on one side and all the outputs are on the other, just so that it's easier to lay out a factory, because man, the way we're working with it now, it's just not working. So this is my new attempt here. And tick 4500. So we can set the tick at 4500. Set this to be Mark II belts. And now we should be able to take this, which is quite simple actually, and put it somewhere. This, though it doesn't, this one takes non-raw resources, so we're gonna have to put iron in. We're gonna have to put belts in. We've already got a factory here making belts. I said iron earlier, I meant copper wire. So we could actually stick this in here somewhere. We're going to need that. Copper wire, iron bars, and belts. Okay, so let's delete all of this stuff. Start from scratch here. We want to bring these down, and well, what I really want to do is send this over that way. Yes, that should work. We'll put this, come on, put that up there like that. We can do this, and then I should be able to insert those, and we're going to also need a belt manufacturing facility. Ah, crap, this isn't gonna fit. This isn't gonna fit, guys. What am I supposed to do here? You know what? We can move this. Why is this thing here anyway? It's taking up so much space. So stick it over here. Put that there. Like that. And we don't need this one anymore. Let's get that belt factory moving and grooving here. Wait, what the heck? Belts. Okay. And what we're going to want to do is input. I think that will work. We're going to input the iron into there. We are going to export from there. And then I'm gonna need some kind of weird, hokey double through belt, something like this. It's not gonna be pretty, but it'll work. We'll go around like this, and then we'll come right back through like, whoop, not like that. We'll come right back through like this. It'll work. It'll work. It's not pretty, but it'll work. Okay. I don't mind that. Then obviously we're going to need an output for both of our factories here. Neither of them can output right now, so we'll do that. And all of this stuff can get output into... You know what? Let's turn this into a Mark II belt. And then I think I'll be able to put... Uh-oh. It's not quite going to work the way I wanted it to. I would like to be able to output into a single source up here like this, but that one can't actually do it. So we'll have to go up here instead. I think this will work. And then instead of doing this... What a mess. We'll have to come around like that. And copy that onto here. And I can't... Okay. There we go. So now we're making Mark II belts. We're still making the belt crossers. Perfect. So this should be working. Yeah, I think that will work out just nice. It's not the greatest, but it'll work for now. So in the next episode, I guess I might have to run around and delete everything. What I want to do is have a nice clean base. One belt, or two even, whatever, for iron. I just want it to be running in a straight line. I don't want this. And this, and this. You know, I don't want this spider web of belts. So I want to make basically a hub and run all my resources in a line, because this right now is just not the best. 10 out of 10 would not recommend, but we're now making Mark II belts. We're making Mark II inserters. Let's make sure that that's actually working. Yeah, we've got 19 of those available now. That is good. And we got 2 Mark II belts already, and we've just started, so that's good. I think this thing is working. I haven't actually seen it kick in yet, but I think it is. We can probably speed this one up now. Actually, if we want to try and edit it. I think we can probably speed it up. Oh, we can't actually speed this one up right now. Not without making more factories, because this thing takes 8 Mark 1 belts. That's the problem. And we only have 1 factory making them right now. So I'd have to redo this layout with a bunch of these guys, and we could totally do it. I think we'd need 4 of them because it takes half the duration. So if we had 4 of them running, I think it would be perfect. But then that also means we're going to need 4 of these guys, which I don't want to work on right now. So I think we're going to wrap it up for now. And in the next episode, well, maybe by that point, will have deleted this whole base. I'll have gotten my act together and just, you know, deleted everything. And perhaps we can start a brand new world somewhere. I'm also still kind of maybe considering just ditching that base and starting a new somewhere. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I would hate to leave all this stuff here. There's a lot of resources and materials here that we could reuse. So, I don't know. I might just delete it all. It's just going to take a while. That's all. But drop me a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Other than that, guys, I hope you're liking this series so far. Don't forget to wishlist this game on Steam if you're interested. It is coming out at the end of this month. I can hardly wait. Anyway, that's it for now, guys. I'll see you next time.